Welcome everybody to FTB Evolution. Yes, this is the latest FTB pack and I want to give you guys a quick shout at what this is all about. Now I do have a little bit of a stream up on the channel on the pack when I was on early access, but now it has come out. It's been out for a decent while, you know. It still has its bugs and issues, but hopefully the longer time goes by, the more of those issues are gone and everything runs out smoothly. That's one of the things that I've been helping them with, is finding bugs and correcting them. And that's really one of the only reasons why you guys haven't seen any sort of video so far, is that's because I've just been testing and finding bugs to tell them. But what is FTB Evolution? What is all of this? Well, it's the newest FTB pack. It's going to be like the main pack that they're going to be focusing on, and moving forward they're going to be doing packs, but this is going to be like the main soul of the FTB packs. And what is expected out of this pack? Well, it's a kitchen sink pack, which means you're not really tied to anything and you can really do whatever you want. You can see I've been doing a little bit of applied logistics and some solar panels, some power, and easy villager trading and mechanism and stuff like that, but you're not really tied into anything. So you do have the quest lines. They're not all implemented. They're still going to be implemented the further it goes on, but there is already the main goal of the pack, which is FTB pyramid. You're meant to make this pyramid to quote unquote finish the pack. You can keep playing afterwards, of course. And they are really going ham with all of these quest lines, as you can see, with a bunch of effects and like a lot of attention to detail over here, which is really good. And they are very helpful when you're starting to learn a mod. For example, I have zero clue how magic works most of the mod packs, and this kind of helped me a little bit understanding how powerful of a mage I can be. I have all of these different spells, and for example, I can just toss a fireball and do a lot of damage over there. I even have a mage armor set, which I could make a better one, but at the moment I'm still kind of just gathering resources, you know. It's just, I want to see how much potential this has. Another important thing is that you do not have, if you guys are wondering, you do not have the time in a bottle, but you have a temporal pouch, which is the same thing. Basically. So if you want to have something that stores time, that it can speed up some machines, this is a very important thing to have. Now the quest lines are really important and they are very helpful, especially the getting started over here, because it's going to give you a bunch of resources. For example, I saved up a bunch of these chaos boxes, which you can choose between a bunch of them, but I choose to get chaos because chaos, I guess, and we can get some pretty funny stuff happening. Since we're testing, why don't we just try and open these? You can see it's going to give us a random assortment of stuff. And well, it's nothing good in particular unless we open. Yep, there we go. Something good. Ultimate universal cables, some talismans, random tool, some circuits, and some carbon. So yeah, and there's a lot of these talismans from Fargo's talismans, which have their own dedicated quest line as well, I believe. Yes, which basically give you tons and tons of buffs, like a lot of different buffs, and they're very helpful. For example, I believe this one, it just prevents Enderman aggression. This is insane. This is very good, especially if you want to go and kill the Ender Dragon. But I want to talk about another thing. You see, we are over here in the pack, in the FTB Evolution, but we are also in an FTB World. What's an FTB World? You see, now we have, when we're unloading this loading screen of a pack, on the main screen of the pack, you have this button right here, FTB Worlds, which basically allows you to have kind of like a realm from normal Minecraft. Of course, you have to pay for it, but this is a very easy to set up. You pay and you have it. It's literally done pretty much everything in here, and you can easily configure it from here. You don't need to go to another website. I mean, you have, the only reason to go to another website is for payment, pretty much. Everything I ever needed to do here, I did it inside the Minecraft launcher, which is amazing. I created invites, I created worlds, different worlds, I switched worlds. I had a single player world that I wanted to put into the FTB Worlds, and I did it all in here. Amazing. And then I can just hop in and join. Now, at the moment, the FTB Worlds are only servered in North America, but I'm from Portugal, so Europe, and I have pretty much zero issues at the moment. If you guys want to know, there might be the sort of lag spike here and there, but nothing too crazy from what I've been able to see. And you can see I can just switch between places, I can break stuff, I can interact with stuff pretty much just like I was in a single player mode, you know. If, of course, I do not yet have a lot of machinery going on, but I'm pretty sure if I'm only here by myself playing that I shouldn't have any sort of issues. And bear in mind, at the moment, the server or the FTB world does not stay open if you're logged out. It just stays there, and I believe after 15 minutes it shuts down, and then when you log back in, it boots up again. They are working on it. I don't know if they've made it so it always stays on. So if you have farms running and stuff like that, you want to just leave it overnight running and getting a bunch of resources. I don't believe that it's implemented just yet. But I want to make a video just talking about you guys both of these things, because I believe this is a major progress in the FTB team going forward. Just having the main pack as a focus and having the FTB Worlds is just an excellent tool. Like, I've been really loving the tool itself. Being able to have my own world here, configure everything, backups and stuff like that. And it's a lot easier to just get yourself a world that you can play with your friends, because I can just go go here, create an invite and invite somebody. It's really easy. It creates an invite code and people can join. It's pretty good, pretty cool. Now, they do have to focus on a lot of things for this pack. Quest lines, I believe all the mods have been decided at the moment, so I'm not so sure. They might be adding new ones as they get updated to 1.21, because this is on the latest version of Minecraft, 121.1, something like that, I believe. Maybe not the latest, but you know what I mean. And there's a lot to do already in the pack. There's a bunch of dimensions, there's a bunch of dungeons and stuff like that. There's a Fargo's dungeon, didn't know this was a thing. There's the Bumble Zone dimension, there's the After Dark dimension, there's the Starlight dimension. There's, well, the End dimension, there's the Nether. There's Pocket dimensions, there's Infinite Caves as well, there's the Void, there's the Mining dimension. And the Infinite Caves is not a dimension, it's a place in the overworld. We'll get to that. You have a bunch of things you can do in the water. You have the Bumble Zone, which on itself has a lot of cool things that you can do in there. You have the After Dark as well. You have the Eternal Starlight, which I believe both of them have their own bosses and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Then you have a tab for a wild hunt, where you basically go around and kill specific mobs that are out in the world. Like, for example, the Pyromancer, which I killed, which he was friendly to me at one point, and then he just decided to aggro. I don't understood what happened there. Then you have like the Priest, the Cryomancer, the Lunar Monstrosity. I believe this is from the Eternal Starlight mod. And the Dead King, the Potocarist, the Archivoker, and the Starlight Golem. Then you have a bunch of talismans and gear and stuff like that. Like, look at this. I'm pretty much kitted out with a bunch of different things. Got a bunch of charms here that do a bunch of different things. And we have some rings here. For example, this one. This is a Bastion ring. This is a ring that basically makes piglins neutral to me. And the nearest piglin I take a look at will have like a glowing light showing me the nearest bastion. This is a pretty good one to have. Then at level 5, this ring does level up whenever you kill piglins and zombified piglins and stuff like that. This does level up, and whenever it reaches level 5, it's gonna unlock a new spell, I guess you can call it that. And we can even, I mean, we can't level this one up because it doesn't have any sort of levels. But if we go, for example, to this one, the Magma Walker, you'll see that this one gives me experience whenever I basically stand on heating stuff. But this one suppresses damage from hot blocks, so I can stand on magma blocks without taking damage, and I can run for a while on top of lava as well. which is pretty funny. Uh, and these things like go evolve with you. Like this is a rage glove. The more I get hit, the more damage I'm gonna hit back, which is amazing. This also levels up, and then you can level it up here. You can see it goes up from 6.1% damage to 6.8 with street charges. Like it's a very cool system if you want to really dive into the RPG mechanics. All the magic stuff also seems amazing. I'm loving Iron Spells. Of course, you also have Argent of Bow as well, with its own quest line, and it's kind of loading the quest line. Okay, there we go. With its own quest line that allows you to make the farms and all those fancy things. I'm still gonna dive into this. I mean, I intend on making every single thing in this pack, pretty much. I may not do videos on it because it's gonna take a long while, but I really want to help the team focusing on improving the pack, so I'm just gonna keep playing it off camera. If you guys want the occasional stream, let me know down below, but for the time being I don't plan on making a lot of content in this pack. Maybe in a future version when I have a little bit more time for the pack. But if you're looking into the quest lines and you think this is not a lot of quest lines or not a lot of mods, don't worry. There's a lot more quest lines being worked on, and there's a bunch of mods that are also in here. They just added Reliquary as well, which is amazing. I love Reliquary. There's so many mods. Like I can barely keep track of. They added compressed blocks as well. I don't think this was in the pack before. That's kind of nice. They also recently added immersive engineering, which is amazing. There's crates. I didn't know this was a thing. Crates of pretty much every single thing you can farm. That's amazing. That's really cool. Yeah, immersive engineering over here. They just added this. It may have a little bit of some issues. I think there was. I don't know if it's resolved at the moment. Eternal Starlight with a bunch of stuff as well. This is its own dimension. I still need to go there because these armors look cool, and the weapons as well. They look amazing. There's mechanism. There's actually additions, which is a mod pack. That is amazing. This is still a broken texture here, but this mod pack is really good. You know, I've been playing a little bit because I got some of these machines from a village, and boy oh boy, I'm gonna need to make myself a coffee maker, and of course make a lot of coffee because I drink a lot of coffee. But yeah, this mod pack has a lot of possibilities. Like you can make several different types of lamps and crystals and stuff like that. You have interfaces, you have hoppers, you have lasers, you have so many things that you can do with this. It's really good. There's a leaf blower, like okay. There's an AOD, which is basically every single weapon in one, which is amazing as well. There's some drills and stuff like that if you want to get into those things. There's also this mod, which I haven't done a lot, Pagan Blast. I don't really know a lot about it, but it seems kind of funny to just get into it and do some couple things because it does have some simple recipes. I might want to take a look at those as well. There's Psycraft, which is also another amazing one. I love the blocks for building, and you have the Extractor, which is also really good to make simple farms and stuff like that. You have the Waystones mod, which is also amazing to just travel around, go everywhere you want. And I think those are like the main ones. We have the Statues mod, which I have no clue how this works. I've tried to learn it. I was not able to. I'm sorry. Sophisticated storage, sophisticated backpacks. Both of them are amazing. Simply Light's a very good one to just light up your base. There's Silent Gear to make tons of tools and powerful gear, which I also don't have a lot of clue how it works. There's of course the Revics that have a bunch of different Revics on it. There's Roots as well. There's a bunch of chisels and chip. The chip mod is in here to make a lot of cool decorations and stuff like that. Like they really went ham in this one, tried to put as much content as they could. There's bees for all of those people that love bees. You don't need to do them. That's the cool thing about this pack, is that you don't need to do them if you don't want to. Unless, which actually, if I think about it, we go over here, make the FTB pyramid. I believe they said that you have to touch most of the pack mods. example, you have to go into the Forbidden Arcanas and make this thing over here. For example, Dimensional Memory Fragment, you have to go into Pneumatic Craft and get all of these resources to make this. So you will probably, this is from Applied Energistics or Advanced Applied Energistics. You will have to do a little bit of every single mod, but I believe you don't really need all power. Modern industrialization as well. There's a lot of tech mods as well. Nomadic craft, immersive engineering, now tech. Oh, you have to actually go into the now tech as well. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I intend on making every single one of these. I want to make the pyramid. You have the genetics. I know nothing about that one, which is because this is basically going to be a learning curve for me. I'm going to try and learn every single one of these mods so I can get better and mod at Minecraft, because I really know Create. I know Create, I know Apply the Energistics, and yeah, I guess. I mean, I know a little bit of power as well. And mechanism. And yeah, that's my modded knowledge at the moment. The ones I can say that I'm comfortable with, those are the main three. But hey, this pack is very cool. Very, very good if you want to play with friends as well. It's gonna be so much of a blast. There's a lot of dungeons in the overworld, like these buildings over here. There's one particularly that kicked my ass a lot of times, and currently is being moved. Oh, I think they removed the waystones because they were bugged in this patch. So yeah, we kind of had to go by hand into that dungeon over there. We can go there. It's not gonna take a while. Because yeah, on the earlier stages, I found this, which is a dungeon. I guess I can call it a dungeon. Yeah, I guess I can call this. And well, this place spawns strong mobs. It has a lot of loot tech. Open this chest. I thought I did. Don't mind me. I'll just drink some of this. Yes, you find stuff like this. A boiling magma block. What does that even mean? I don't know. But this is a very cool dungeon. It's sort of a tanked area. I guess you can call it. You can see the mobs are very, very tanky here. They hit very, very hard. My armor is pretty decent at the moment, so I'm not taking a lot of damage, but trust me, they hit hard here. I was getting two-shotted, I believe, with full osmium armor, and you can see there's a lot of dudes over there. This is one of my talismans that shows me through walls mobs. Oh, and yes, this is also using blues mobs, which I believe is a resource pack that makes the zombies and stuff like that look like this, and they look amazing. Spiders as well, the creepers, they just look amazing. Like, there's just look at that. It's gorgeous to see. I just hate the baby zombies because they're like half zombies, literally. Like, it's a zombie without legs, that's a baby zombie. They look cool, but they're still annoying. And sometimes, yeah, mobs come with some special effects, like that one just paralyzed me. I wasn't able to move, which is, well, not so fun. Can be fun, but it's not so fun. And yes, as you can see, you can find very, very cool items in here. Now, this is not for a straight up out of the early game, just come down here and get yourself some loot. But it's, as you can see, I'm really low on HP. But it's definitely, you should come here as soon as possible to get as much loot as you can. I believe the best way is actually getting yourself an invisibility potion and just loot the chests and get out. That's actually what I did. So yeah, if you want to do that, feel free. But yeah, this is basically what the FTB Evolution pack is all about. Exploring, playing as you like, making farms, progressing, and of course, aiming to make the FTB pyramid, which is gorgeous, let me tell you that. I built one already, and yeah, this looks amazing. So if you want to take a look at the pack, if you want to take a look at the FTB Worlds, feel free to look down below in the description. I have a link to the FTB packs down below. And if you are having any sort of issues, go to the FTB Discord and let them know all over there, because they're always able to help or willing to help. Able can be a matter of time, because, well, these issues take a long time to resolve sometimes. Nevertheless, let me know down below if you've been playing with FTB Evolution, or if you're trying FTB Worlds. Let me know if you're having any issues, because I could try and help, but go to the Discord. That's probably the best way to do it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this little bit of a sneak peek or showcase of the pack and the service, the FTB World service. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and see you in the next one. Bye.